Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Big Fantastic Show. On the show tonight, Mr. Big Mike himself. Welcome, Mr. Big Mike.
Mr. Fantastic, good to be here as usual. Listen, I want to ask you something. I was at a function the other night, cocktail dinner, and a question was put to me. A question that's been going around for a while now is, are leaders born or are they created? What's your take on that?
Well, my opinion is that there's an element of born talent and there's an element of creation which developed that talent within. So, Mahatma Gandhi, definitely born.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, created, I suppose. You know, that's my opinion, because it depends on what your background and what your abilities and your exposure were. Were you fortunate enough to say, okay, fine, I went to Harvard and I was exposed to business through many years and I became this person I see at the end after 25 years? Or was I somebody that grew up in a rural area and started utilizing my skill set that I was born with to become this great influence on history?
Yeah, you see, the thing is, here's my take on it. So, you know, back in the day, Russia, and I suppose even today, rugby, sports, whatever, some people just have that knack. They just have that talent. You know, the gymnast out there, you get great gymnasts, and then you get wow gymnasts. Like back in the day, if I can just call Nadia Comaneci, for instance. She was just absolutely fantastic. Now, one could say that she applied herself, she rehearsed day in and day out, and hence she became this great gymnast. I think
so.
Not.
So is a leader somebody that when it matters can stand up, or is it somebody that continuously show leadership ability?
Yeah, look, it speaks to character, isn't it? I mean, character you do develop, sure, we can put that down. Without the developmental processes, probably your background, your upbringing, exposure to different people and different events would shape you to a certain degree. But I think fundamentally there has to be something within your core being, in your DNA, your character, that says to others that this is a man of leadership. This is a man of note. This is a man that stands up. This is a man who walks into a room and makes his presence known. This is the man who has great integrity. Someone that will fight for me. Someone that will stand up for me. Someone that will look after me and look after my interests. So I mean, is that born? You know, it's still a question.
So, I say created, and you say born.
I say born, yes.
You say born, okay. Well, that's good. And it should be like that. Because people need to aspire to it and say, you know what? I've got a certain amount of skill set I was born with, but to enable that and to make it wow or great, like you said earlier, I need to create more of that. I need to develop more of that. So, what do you say? What do you think? Do you think leaders are born, or do you think they're created or developed? And you're absolutely right. I think you get those people which they're just the natural go-to person for any situation or any think process or any speaking ability or any business meeting that needs to be held or any strategic vision or any decision that needs to be made. People naturally will turn their head when they enter, or they will look up to them to make a certain decision.
So me and you are divided on this.
Absolutely.
I always like a good challenge. Mr. Fantastic, good chatting.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to your comments.
Mr. Big Mike, absolutely. Why don't you decide, is leaders born or created? And let us know. Drop us an email. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I think it's still debatable. But the good thing out of here is that you can identify within the characteristics and see where you are. And if you want to become this great leader one day, then understand your capabilities and your challenges lying ahead, as well as your talents that tie into that and how you should develop that. So until next time, thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Big Mike.
Again, thank you. We'll hear from you.
Ope, 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 day,